I think I made the best decisions. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name's Jonathan. I make luxury videos, unboxings, and reviews. And today is going to be my top 5 best luxury decisions. So let's get into it. Before I get started with today's video, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel grow. I make videos every Friday on luxury content, men's style, luxury unboxings, you name it, it's here on this channel. So if you like that kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to hear about my top 5 best luxury decisions, then keep on watching. So I saw this video through Winnie B LV. She did this video and I wanted to jump on board because I feel as though I've had a couple best decisions in my opinion. So I'll definitely link her channel down below. So I've been collecting luxury for almost 10 years now and I feel as though I've had a couple best decisions in my journey. So I wanted to share that with you. So let's go ahead and get started. So decision number 1, I kind of made a realization in the last year or so that I was going to kind of stop buying designer shoes. Don't get me wrong, I love my designer shoes, but I feel as though I need to take a little bit of a step back just because I have about 10 to 12 pairs in my collection and I think that's more than enough for me to rotate between. Earlier on when I first started my channel, I was obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with buying designer shoes. I bought the Pradas, I bought Gucci's, Christian Louboutins, you name it, I purchased them just because I absolutely loved them. And don't get me wrong, I still love them, but I feel as though I needed to take a step back just because I wanted to start enjoying them more. Rather than constantly keep buying new ones, I wanted to just enjoy the ones that I currently have because let's face it, luxury shoes do not hold their value and they're very hard to sell should you choose to fall out of love with them. So I wanted to just kind of enjoy them just because they are subjected to wear and tear. I did pay a hefty amount for each and every one of them, so I should be using each and every single one of them. So decision number 1 was to stop purchasing as much designer shoes. The second decision I personally think I did a great job at is expanding my horizons. When I first started this channel, as you can see from my cover photo, from my thumbnails, I am heavily obsessed with Louis Vuitton. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely still love Louis Vuitton, but I think I've started to expand a little bit more. You've seen a little bit more unboxing videos from like Coach, Michael Kors, other contemporary brands, just because I needed to expand my horizon. I can't just have a whole luxury collection of only Louis Vuitton. I wanted to expand my horizon because there are so many other designer brands out there and I feel as though I need to start to dabble in those brands just a little bit. Not gonna say I'm gonna give up my full Louis Vuitton. I know it's gonna be a little bit hard for me to do so, but not strictly focusing on only thinking about Louis Vuitton. Anytime that I'm wanting to buy something, I've started to kind of contemplate, okay, should I look at other brands or should I just strictly go for Louis Vuitton? Don't get me wrong, Louis Vuitton will always be my number 1 go-to when I want to think of, oh, do I need a new wallet or do I want a new handbag or do I need new clothes? I will definitely always think of LV first, but I've expanded my horizons more just because there's so many other brands. As you can see, I've been rocking a lot of Coach lately just because I actually really like their stuff. Before, when I first started my channel, I wouldn't have even given Coach the time of day just because I had a negative connotation when I was younger. But starting to dabble and expanding my horizons in 2022, I actually am loving their clothing and a lot of their other items as well. They have really great stuff and I'm so happy that I'm expanding my horizons. So decision number 2 was to start to branch out just a little bit from Louis Vuitton. Decision number 3 that I think is one of my greatest decisions and I will stick by it for a while is to purchase an SLG first when wanting to test out a new brand. This has worked really well for me in my opinion. I didn't want to have the financial commitment of purchasing a handbag and not knowing how that brand was going to work into my lifestyle. I know I could have done research on the item, looked at a ton of YouTube videos, but to be honest, each and every person, their lifestyle is subjective to how they are. So having a particular bag might work for them, or having a particular material might work for their lifestyle, but for everybody it's completely different. I'm always a huge advocate for purchasing a small item, whether it be an SLG, whether it be a bag charm, you name it, purchasing an item in that particular material that you're interested in to see how it'll work into your lifestyle. And it has worked wonders for me, I must say. A perfect example is Goyard. I absolutely love the Goyardine print, and I am now heavily considering a Goyard piece just because I never knew what the material was like. I've been using my Goyard pouch for quite some time. I've done some review videos on it, but not knowing how that material would wear in my lifestyle would have worried me a little bit, just in the fact that I didn't know how it would wear and tear over time, and to be committed towards a handbag in that print for over 3,000 Canadian dollars would kind of worry me a little bit, just because, again, I don't know how that print will fare in my lifestyle. So always a huge advocate. And decision number 3, I think the best one that I've made so far, is purchasing SLGs when trying out a new brand. Bringing it on to point number 4, the best decision I think I've made in my luxury journey so far is purchasing vintage handbags. So I never thought buying vintage was gonna be something that I would be interested in, but recently, looking at a lot of the Facebook groups and being a part of this YouTube community, vintage has actually been proven to be really good in my opinion. And the reason why I think it's one of my best decisions is because I don't know if it's just me, I'm sure a lot of other people can relate to it as well, is when you purchase something new from the boutique, you always have that worry factor that you gotta baby it as much as you can. You wanna keep it as pristine as possible. And for me anyways, I've always felt as though I wasn't able to fully enjoy the piece, just because anytime that I would wear it, I would be constantly worried about, oh my God, am I gonna get a scratch on it? Is the glazing gonna come off? Is this gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? And so I kind of had to baby those pieces for such a long time until eventually something had happened to it, and then I would start to be a little bit less carefree for it. Versus when I started buying vintage pieces, I kind of had that kind of omitted from my mentality, just because when I purchased the bag, I saw that it already had the watermarks, it already had the patina on it, so I didn't necessarily have to baby it as much, and I actually fully got to enjoy the bag for what it is. And a perfect example for me is my Sacadores Packle. I've done a couple of videos on this bag and I absolutely love it to death. When I first purchased it, it had cracked leather, it had patina on it. It was in a really great pre-loved shape. So when I first got it, I didn't have to baby it. I used it how it was. I used it as a bag. I took it with me everywhere. I wasn't always constantly thinking about that bag and, oh my God, am I going to ruin it? I actually got to enjoy the bag. So decision number 4 that I think was the best one that I've made in my luxury journey was purchasing vintage handbags. And last but certainly not least, my ultimate best luxury decision was starting this YouTube channel. I watched so many luxury YouTubers growing up, and I've always wanted to start a channel. So during the midst of the pandemic, when we were all forced to stay at home and in quarantine, I thought, you know what, I have extra time, I have the equipment, so what's my excuse now? So I started my channel. My very first video on this channel was an unboxing. My sister helps me out. She still continues to help me out with my channel. She gives me advice and everything. So I personally think that this was one of my best decisions yet, if not my best decision, because I've met so many amazing people on this platform. I talked to so many different people on Instagram, Snapchat, my YouTube comments, and I just have this community now that I look forward to talking with. I have these amazing friends that I've met. I engage with so many different individuals in my comment section. And you guys just make me want to shoot these videos, not only for myself, but for you guys. I absolutely love filming my YouTube videos. It brings me joy to sit in front of the camera, and I feel as though I'm talking to you guys when I'm shooting these videos. and I don't regret it at all. I am so happy that I have made a platform for myself on here. I get to talk luxury. I have so many friends and acquaintances in my real life that reach out to me and ask me questions. People whom I've never talked to in a while reach out to me and ask me about certain things luxury related, because now they know they have somebody that they can relate to as well. So I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I started this YouTube channel. It is my best decision to date. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. It was just a super quick top 5 best luxury decisions I personally think I've made. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you do like this kind of content, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel grow and with the YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.